What's going on YouTube? ATFsucks. So, I'm back with another video. 21. I've been reading articles and different things. I've watched a few YouTube channels, and there's some great opinions out there about taking the age from 18 to 21 in regards to purchasing a firearm, particularly an AR-15, from the age of 18 to the age of 21. And I've heard some arguments, good, bad, other, different, and I figured I'd give you some of mine, and I'll let you know on a couple that I heard. On the one side of moving it to 21 is, well, this is the generation of the Tide Pod eaters. Well, this is the generation of the snowflakes. The generation of the social justice warriors. The participation trophy generation. And those are all good points. We've let socialism creep into our culture and our society over the past few decades, and it's really warped our American way of thinking in some regard. And then on the other hand, you have keep it at 18 because selective service. Well, at 18 you'd sign up for selective service and you could be drafted and you can fight for the military, or you could fight for the country by joining the military. And that is true, and that is a good point. For me, there's something a little bit more important. And not that joining the military is not important, because it's very important if that is your cup of tea. But something that's a little bit more important, that will follow you for the rest of your life, is that when you turn 18, at least in this society, in this culture, 18 is the age of culpability. And what's culpability? Well, it says basically that you're responsible for everything, whether you like it or not. That being said, that as long as you have the mental capacity and you're not adjudicated by a judge. But I digress, that's another subject in itself. So at 18, you're an adult. You know, your guidance counselor told you when you were in high school, oh, you know, when you get out there in the real world, there's no safety nets for you, Johnny. You're a man once you're 18, Johnny. Yeah, well, that's the thing. So you're telling me at 18 I can't buy a firearm because I'm not responsible enough, but I'm responsible enough to sign up for selective service. I'm responsible enough that any decision I make from here on out after this arbitrary number 18, that will follow me for the rest of my life, because I'm no longer considered a child or a juvenile in the court's eyes. So I can't get my record sealed or something like that, because now I'll be tried as an adult, and that will follow me. And here's another big one: voting. At 18 I can vote. I can vote somebody into office, and I can vote somebody out of office. I can vote on my choices, and that should scare you more than the firearm. See, we're letting, and I'll go back to the snowflake generation, the Tide Pod eating generation, is you're giving them the ultimate power to vote over your rights and my rights. But you don't fear that, but you fear them having an AR-15. I think we have our priorities a little mixed up. I digress, though. I just wanted to throw that out there, that this is still knee-jerk reaction territory. By raising the age limit to 21, it's reactionary. It's just an arbitrary number. So, that's just my 2 cents. ATFsucks, I'm out of here.